Hello, everybody. I am so glad we're on day 2. And hopefully, this is going to go a lot better than yesterday went. So, we're excited for that. So, I am excited for today. We have lots that we're going to do and some things we're going to learn together. So, I want to just first start with our card that we're going to be, one of our cards we're going to be making today. And that is this cute little card, this cute chunky flower. I just think it is so cute. And I had placed it on several different papers before, and it looks so cute. And then we created this blush tweed, and I just love it. It is so soft, but yet so pretty, and it has a nice contrast with our yellow of this flower. So I want to just start, when I saw the word blessed on here, it made me think of a couple of things. And I just wanted to bring it to your attention as well. And that's in your filled notes. And one of our phrases that we have over here is choose happy. And when I think of the word blessed, choose happy, it just makes me feel, it reminds me that I am blessed. And I love this little quote up here at the top. It says, happiness is not about getting all you want. It is enjoying all you have. And I thought that is so true. We are so blessed. And I'm grateful to be here with you today. I'm just excited to start creating. So the first thing I want to do is go through our supplies that we're going to be using. We're going to be using the Nantucket Thread Collection and card cutout 261, our cute little toadstools and snails, and then card cutout 283, our card cutout 268. We used this a little bit yesterday, but we're going to use it again today. And then I just love these. They are so dang cute. They're card cutout 300, and it's just cute pennants. So I can't wait to work with those with you. And then our cute little chunky flower, card cutout 306. We're also going to be using our place cards, yellow daisies, and one of our favorites, newsprint, and of course our new blush tweed. So let's get started. I will just set these aside, and then starting here with our first card, blessed. I just thought that was so cute, and it's very simple to our card sketch that we worked on yesterday, where it was basically one central item. This does have a couple of leaves and the little sentiment, and it is really big for the card, but I think that is what makes it so cute. But I wanted to show you another twist on this card. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am just going to cut out my little flower, and then I am going to just use my paper trimmer, and I'm going to put my little flower in here. So I'm going to be cutting off about a third, and I will just use my trimmer, cut that third off. While I have my trimmer here, I've already done that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my card paper that we're going to use, and I'm just cutting 5.5 inches. I'll set that aside. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold our half sheet. Okay, and then here's my flower that I had already just cut 1/3 off. And so what we're going to do now, and I'm going to use my double-sided mounting tape, just because I do want it to just be flat, dimensional-wise, this element of the card. And I am just going to adhere that down along the top. So what it's going to represent is we have 2 flowers that are actually going off the edge of our page. And this is one way to take a single element, divide it into a different look, and then but you're still just using one element. Now, of course, you could cut up several flowers and even give it a different look. I've gone ahead and I've cut out 2 leaves as well. And I am just going to double stick those down. But you can see what a cute card this is creating just by simply cutting that flower and dividing it up on our page. So this one I've stuck down just a little bit too close to the edge. I'm just going to peel it back a little so I can stick my leaf in. Now look, I mean, that is just a cute twist on this flower, yet it was so easy to do. And now if I just add a simple little sentiment, it will just be the finishing touch. And on this piece, I am going to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and use mounting tape. So it just gives a little dimension to our sentiment. And I can position it over here, here. I think I'm going to go for right here. So life is good. And that came off of one of the card. I can't think right offhand which one it is, but it's in your kit. So look for it there. And because I peeled this back, it just needs a little more tape along this edge here. Or you may like, in fact, that would be a fun thing to try, is kind of ruffling up the petals of the flower. But look, isn't that so cute? And yet it was so easy to do. It was just like taking the same elements, but we just put them together a little bit different. So card number 1, I just love both versions. Okay, now remember, this is a high adventure camp that we're on. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of a challenge. We're not going to use the products today, but I'm going to send you on the challenge so you are ready for it. Probably maybe the last day of camp this week. So part of our adventures are doing things differently. And that means maybe you're used to going for a walk every day, and maybe you don't. I'm better at it some days than other days, but I just want you to keep in mind to look for a couple of rocks, 1 rock, 2 rocks, something like that. I'll show you what the rocks look like that I picked that we can use. And then, so maybe on you go for a walk, maybe you go to a different location, or maybe you go for a walk if you don't normally go for a walk. But while you're out, you're going to be on the scavenger hunt, and you're going to look for a couple of rocks. These are 2 of the rocks I've chosen. This one actually kind of chose me, and so I'm anxious to see how this one works out. We were at a disc golf tournament. My husband was sponsoring it. I was helping. That's why we were closed for a couple of days last week. So this just appeared on the table that I was working out. I was in charge of the raffle. Anyway, and so this just appeared on the table, but I think it's going to work perfect for our craft. And then this one I saw as we were out. We actually went disc golfing, and so I found this one out there, and I liked its shape too. It doesn't really need to be a certain type, but it's nice if it will sit steady on your table. And you can see how big this one is, kind of my palm size. Both of them are kind of that. It could be a little smaller, could be a little bit bigger. So be on the search for your rocks. So we'll do that on our last day this week. Okay, so now that I've reminded you about that, our second card we're going to be working on is, I need a whole drawer full of these. It says, "Sorry, I'm slow. Happy birthday." I think these little snails are so dang cute. And then I love the pennants. So I'm going to show you how I did the pennant and how easy it is, and how much fun you can have. And we're not going to actually build this card today, but we're going to build a different card using the pennant that we just are going to create. So I'll set that aside for now. I already have, let's see here. I already have all of our pieces. I'm going to use our glamper from yesterday. And we're going to try and see how it works with the place card Yellow Daisies. This is the little sentiment that's on the glamper. And then I'm using the pennants as well. So, and that is really what I want to show you how to make. So I've got my 5 little pennants already cut out, but I do want to show you a quick trick for cutting them out. They come in little rows like this, and you can mix and match the colors. There's a blue theme and a yellow theme and a pink theme. So whichever, and mix and match them. They are so much fun. So the first thing I do is I just cut along the top. And you can see I am just cutting. So now all of them are cut along the top, and the top is ready to go. Now I'm going to turn it, and I'm just going to cut just the little distance from the point of the pennant. And then it is really easy. You will just come and you can decide which angle you like to come from. If you like to come from the top or the bottom. But then you really are just snipping these little pennants out. So it is so easy rather than trying to cut out each template or each little pennant individually. If you do the rows like that, it is so much faster. So I won't bother cutting all of those out right now. I will just slide them to the side. And what we're going to do is you want to use something that you can poke using either a paper piecer, or you could use your needle or a push pin, just anything so you can poke holes, because that is going to make building our template, our pennant, so much easier. And I'm just poking holes in the corner of each one, but you want to make sure you have something that you can poke through all the way and not damage your table or working surface underneath. So just 2 more to go here. Okay, so we have that done. And the next thing we want to decide is, do we want, well, actually, the next thing you have to do is thread this darn needle. This time I was lucky. I did it on the second try, but sometimes it's tricky. And most definitely have to have my glasses on. But what I found was helpful is I just used my fingernails and just made it really flat, and then I fed it through. So try that. I'm sure you have your own tricks. But I have my needle threaded, and I'm going to bring this pennant back out. And I used the Nantucket thread, and I used the green. Now you could use any other color that you wanted there. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, this tan could be good for what we're doing. Or you actually have, if you got the full kit, then week 3, there is another packet. And there's different colors to choose from there. So you can just pick whatever color you might want. And if you notice, I have the top thread showing on the outside here. So you could either do it that way or have your top thread not show. So maybe this one, I'll do the top thread doesn't show, and then you can just see the difference. So I'm just using those holes that we have already poked. Oh, and I'm catching my scissors here. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by. It is so fun to know we're creating cards together, whether you're just watching and going to create your cards later, or if we're creating them side by side. I just know that it's always fun to hang out. So again, this time I am doing my little thread, so it will be underneath my pennant. I'm just going to come back for the second here. Now let's see, maybe I'll use the yellow one. I'll put it in the middle maybe. And when you don't want it to show on top, you make sure you come down. Oh, let's see. I just did it backwards. Let's hope I can just undo it. That's what I get for talking too much. That's what Lane's like. You talk a lot. I think I talk when I get nervous. And now I'm nervous because I'm messed up. So, okay, I think we got it. I'm just pulling my thread through and my needle. Oh, we got it. So the thing you want to make sure you're doing. Okay, so my little pennant's going to go like this. So I want my needle to go down through. It'll go through the top and then it will come back up on the other side. So let's see how we're doing here. Put it a little closer together. And you can slide and adjust them a little bit too when you're done here. Next, let's go for this little blue flower. Again, you want to make sure you go down the right side so your pennant will be facing the correct direction. And then back up. Okay, we're doing good. Just one left. So we want to come down through the top and then back up the other side. And look, we just made the cutest little pennant so quickly. I'm just going to snip this off. So the tails are a little bit big right now, but look how cute that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and move these things off of my work surface. And we're going to go ahead and build our card. I'm just going to use the same supplies. That way, if you want to interchange or do your cards differently, you should have the same supplies to do it. I'm just going to cut my card in half very quickly. Again, it's at 5.5 inches. So I'm just using the same newsprint that we had on the Sorry I'm Slow. Now we can decide, do we want our card to be portrait version? Or do we want it to be horizontal? Let's just see how that would be quickly. So I think the horizontal looks cute. Let's go ahead and do it horizontally. I might not center everything exactly the same, or maybe we don't want to even use. Yeah, I think I'm not going to use the frame behind on this one. Let's just see how it is. So I am going to use mounting tape on the trailer just to give us a little dimension. So I just love these little pennants. I think they are so cute. And you won't believe what we're going to create with them next. So hold on. Oh, let's see, maybe we'll scoot it down a smidge. There we go. Oh, goodness. It's hard to kind of create cards upside down and get things all straight and everything. Okay, there we have that. And I love the little grass and things that come, that are growing under the trailer wheels because it's been parked there for so long. But I'm actually going to use, goodness, glue dots to adhere these, just because they are so small that this, I think, will make it a little bit easier. So we have that little grass, and I happen to grab the roll of glue dots that are ginormous. So if you're in a bind and you're working with ginormous glue dots, it's really easy to just fold the edges over. So it's not anything to be concerned about. I'm just going to put this one down here. Okay, it's looking cute. And then we're going to have this just kind of drape along the top here. I want it to overlap just a little bit, so I think that gives a cute little contrast. And if you want, you can still spread these apart a little further. So if you want to make it just a little bit longer. Now, the next thing that you can do is put a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and use my mounting tape again because I like the dimension it adds, and I think it makes a big difference on these little pennants. And I don't do it on every one, but like we'll put it on 3 of them. And this just gives you a chance to kind of position everything. And I want to make sure it's overlapping a little bit. I love how this pennant matches the little blind in the glamper. I think that is so funny. So, and then you will just stick down the ones that you know you have your mounting tape on. Now, there's a couple of ways to finish off the ends. You could just tie a knot right here like that, or you can cut them shorter, or you can also tie a little bow. And this is really tiny. And you guys, I'm trying to grow my fingernails, and these are the longest my fingernails have ever been. But boy, are they clumsy. I don't know how you guys do it, but I'm enjoying the fingernails, but it's tricky to learn how to do some of these things again. So I just talked my whole way through making that little bow, but you can see how little that bow is. And I'm just gonna trim so the tails are not too long, and we'll make another one. And this time, hopefully I can do it so you can see. So I make 2 bunny ears, and then you simply tie a knot with those 2 bunny ears. Oh, but like I said, these darn fingernails. So I have my 2 bunny ears. I overlap them. I tuck in one side and tie a knot. Then you just pull on both loops, and that tightens the middle. You can pull on the ends to make the loops shorter, but this is the best way to make bows. You can make bows so tiny with any ribbon or floss, in our case, some thread. So then I just will take it and I will cut the ends like so. And I'm going to use my glue dot. Smaller glue dots would be better for this project, but I'm sure you can get the picture. And then you just glue your little bow. Let's see. Like, no wonder things weren't looking right. I had other things hooked onto it. So there is one little bow. I think I'm going to cut this glue dot down before I use it because that was so big. Came off on my scissors, and I'm just going to fold it in half, and it should be very close to the right size. And I'm simply now going to take that. I'm going to go ahead and fold the little tail that we already had, glue the little bow on, and then you could trim these off a little more if you want. And then I thought it would be really cute if we were to take, and this comes with the little glamper, and it just says happy travels. And I thought that would be just really cute. We could just tuck that in right here. But look how cute and easy those pennants are to make, and how versatile what you can do with them. So this one I may want to stick something under it to keep it from moving around a little bit, but I think that makes a really cute little card. I would love to get that in the mail. Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if you noticed, in our field notes book, we first have our little hello welcoming you to camp. We've been going through our honor code, but over here we have camp traditions. I just want to make sure you kind of read through this, because we have things that we do every year at camp that I think make it fun. But sometimes it's tricky to do. And one of the things is we give you enough supplies to make 2 of every card, unless you make different variations, which is great. And we hope you do that too. But we do it so some of us like to keep our cards, but we really need to give some away as well. So you have one that you can keep for yourself if you want, and the other one you can send to a friend, to a family member for a birthday, just a congratulations, thinking of you. There are so many reasons we can send cards. Anyway, I just love these pennants and how cute and yet but different they are depending on the card. But I want to show you one more thing with the pennants. I think it is so fun. I can't wait to see what you create with them. So I already have my pennants cut out. And this time I am going to, let's see here. I am going to shape them. Whoops. I kind of put that in the wrong spot to start with, so we're just gonna scoot it down a smidge, like there. I'm just gonna get them all in place. I already put the sticky stuff on them, so this tutorial could be fast. So this time I used the pink variation. But look what a cute flower it makes. So I've got them almost in place, and I already have the mounting tape on them. So now I'm just gonna push them all down. They're all in place. We just need a cute little center. So all of those I used mounting tape, and now I've doubled my mounting tape because I want to make it pop even more. And you'll never believe what I used for the center. This is where you can be so creative, and it makes your mind work overtime. And that is, I'm like, what am I going to do for the center? Of course, you could use buttons, and a button would be really cute there. But I didn't have my buttons handy when I was first thinking about this. And so I used a snail. So I just took the center of the smaller snail and cut it out, and that is actually the center of my flower. And then you could add a little sentiment here, or just keep, it's a cute card just with the single flower on it. And this is just one of our lengthy notes folded in half, and they are also in your kit. And then they are earmarked for another card. So make sure you see all your cards first and decide what you want to do with it. But then you could just write a simple note inside. You could wrap a ribbon around it, tie a ribbon to it, add it to a little gift or just some flowers or a little thought, or just leave it like this and just put a little note inside. I am so glad that you stopped by today. I have loved creating cards and have been so looking forward to camp. I am glad for day number 2. And don't forget, find the rocks that you're looking for so we can do our craft. You will also need some wire. About a 20 gauge wire would be great. If you have wire already at home that you want to just experiment with, that will be great. And then if you decide that you're looking for something thicker, then you can do that after. So great, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Happy camping.